Communicating with colleagues. We've already seen that without communication, teamwork is impossible. So let's take a look at how we need to go about communicating with our colleagues to achieve that vital ingredient, teamwork. In order to communicate effectively with our colleagues, communication must be necessary, communication must be efficient, and communication must be respectful. Let's take a look at what is meant by necessary. Something is necessary if you need it, and unnecessary if you don't need it. For example, it is necessary to have money to pay for a chocolate at a shop, but it is unnecessary to show your ID and passport when handing the money over. On the other hand, when you go to the bank to apply for a loan, you do need your ID or passport. In this case, it is necessary. In the same way, when communicating with your colleagues, some things are necessary and need to be said, while others are unnecessary and can be left unsaid. For example, if you are running low on an ingredient, it is necessary to tell your colleague that this ingredient is running low and needs to be replaced soon. On the other hand, it is completely unnecessary to tell them about your weekend while you are working during a busy service. Only communicating when it is necessary allows you to not get distracted and focus your energy on the most important tasks which are going on around you. It also means that if guests want to communicate with you, you won't be busy talking unnecessarily with your colleague behind the bar. Let's look at communication being efficient. The word efficient is used to describe something that is very productive and wastes very little. A car is efficient if it can go very far with very little fuel. In other words, it makes a little bit go a long way and will make a lot go even further. This is what your communication needs to be like behind the bar with your colleagues. You need to convey as much information as possible by saying as little as possible. To illustrate, imagine it's a frantically busy service and you and your colleague John are very busy behind the bar. While you're making a beautiful cocktail, you realize you need the sugar syrup. What do you think is the best way to ask John to pass it? Should you say, A, please pass me the sugar syrup, John, or B, I would love it if you would please pass me the sugar syrup, John. I need it to just add a little hint of sweetness over here. Let's see what happens when you choose B. Once the bartender has asked John for the sugar syrup, the two bartenders start to chat. This keeps the guests waiting and annoys them. We want to avoid this. If you choose A, you are quick, John knows exactly what he needs to do, and your guests aren't kept waiting. Lastly, let's look at communication being respectful. In any work environment, respect is an absolutely crucial quality. And this is especially the case in a bar where things can get busy and people can be put under pressure. To respect somebody means that you admire and appreciate them because of who they are and what they are able to do. A good example is the way that a young boy respects his father. He admires him, wants to please him, and makes sure that his dad is proud of him. To respect your colleagues means that you treat them in a specific way. You appreciate them. You are kind and courteous to them. You are never rude or aggressive, and you treat them fairly and in a way that you would like to be treated. It is respect that allows people to get on in a working environment, because everybody is caring about one another and doing their best to ensure that they are able to do their job to the best of their ability. Well done on completing this lesson on communicating with your colleagues. By putting all you've learned into practice, you're sure to have a great working relationship with those around you.